We're gonna head up here. Our boulder's just around the corner up here. There's a lot there. It's beautifully preserved. We're gonna get some good scans off of this, I hope.
It's so exciting to be here on day one, which I believe will be a long journey that will add volumes to human understanding.
The canyons of western Colorado are just simply beautiful. You look out at these cliffs, you look at the trees, you look at the way that the light plays with the sandstone throughout the day. There's endless beauty in the West. This part of the country has been home to people for over 10,000 years. And in that 10,000 years, people have faced successes and failures and triumphs and hardships, and they've left a little bit of that behind.
The petroglyphs themselves were fading. You could see how weather and time were taking them away from us. And what Alex was able to do was to create such a precise data map of those ancient images that he is going to be able to enhance those images for us. We're going to be able to see more through his imagery than we can see on the stone itself.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a beautiful boulder. We got images on a number of sides. I think Alex should be able to get some great scans of it from up here. But the preservation on this is very, very nice.
Amazing. How old do you think this is?
Looking at these designs, we would classify this as an archaic piece of rock art. The archaic time period was from about 5000 BC clear up into just about the time of Christ, just about year 1 or so. So about, let's go on a nice average in there and call this about 3,000 years old. So I'm really hopeful that we can get some great scans off of this and hopefully learn even more.
So we're going to scan all around the rock and then above the rock for some context of what this mountain is like. And then we're going to go down below the cliff. With rock art and with most sites in general, the context is an important thing. You know, why did they put it here of all places?
You really have to take the environment, the local conditions, what all's around when you're talking about the human history of an area. So it's really hard to remove rock art out of its environment. However, this is a situation where it's very difficult to bring people up here.
But thousands of people will now be able to experience that who would never have the opportunity to climb that cliff wall, walk along that ledge, and see that magnificent message from our forebears.
Long ways down. Some of the images that we have carved on here, we have a lot of abstract designs, but some of the images that we can definitely see, we have an anthropomorph over here, or something that has people-like qualities. I see a head, torso, arms, and a leg. We have a number of handprints throughout. There's also some footprints. These are all common themes to find on the Colorado Plateau, and some of them, especially the handprints and footprints, we find all over the world.
These sites that we're scanning here and the project that it will lead to is very significant. I mean, rock art is all over the world, and it would be great to start a project where we can go out and get a lot of this captured so that we can share it with everyone around the world.
And now we're here with the best technologists on the planet, people who live at the crossroads of archaeology and technology, and they're actually giving us those petroglyphs to take to the entire world.
It's the most famous line of mud in the world. Found in some 300 places all over the planet. From Gubbio, here in Italy, where it was discovered, to the Hell Creek Formation in North Dakota, to the deserts of western China. Like the many other geological layers deposited through the ages, it is not just a sediment line, it's a timeline. Only this one was laid down some 66 million years ago. And that makes it particularly special.
It was like somebody dropped a newspaper in a fossil site 66 million years ago, and all you had to do was read the date off the newspaper. We can look below it and see what life was like before, and look above it and see what life was like after.
Below, ancient sediments are full of dinosaur fossils. Tyrannosaurus to Triceratops, and everything in between. Above, in more recent layers, not a single dinosaur has been found.
Something happened, very abrupt, which wiped out about 75% of the forms of life on the planet and every dinosaur.
It's the fifth mass extinction to strike our planet, and it takes out some of the most magnificent and terrifying creatures in the history of ancient Earth. The geological evidence found in 66-million-year-old rock across the planet tells a dark tale of worldwide wildfires, choking sulfurous air, and scalding acid rain. But dip further into history, back some 145 million years to the beginning of the Cretaceous period, and our Earth is now starting to look positively modern.
The continents are moving apart, the Atlantic Ocean is opening up, the climate is rather benign during the Cretaceous. You have sea level very, very high, covering over large portions of the continents with interior seas.
There are vast conifer forests and vibrant flowering plants.
If you actually landed in the Cretaceous period, let's say sometime around 100 million years ago, and started walking around, you might not feel too out of place. You might see a snake and a turtle and a tree and a flower, but this is also an ecosystem in a world dominated by giant dinosaurs.
Herds of long-necked herbivores graze on an endless supply of vegetation.
The biggest land animals that have ever lived, these gigantic sauropods, some of them as much as 100 feet long, 20 feet tall, up to 88 tons. These massive, incredible animals.
Flashy crested Parasaurolophus trumpets its booming love songs through its magnificent headgear.
So the herbivores get bigger, there's plenty of vegetation to feed on.
And with ever larger creatures feeding on plants, come the animals that feed on other animals.
There's an arms race. The meat eaters get bigger and bigger, and so you get larger and larger dinosaurs.
The pteropods, like the bipedal, tiny-handed terror T-Rex, famously take the role of top predator on land. While the pterosaurs, the largest animals ever to fly, dominate the air. One of the largest, Quetzalcoatlus, has the wingspan of an F-16 fighter and can glide the width of the continent in a single flight. The oceans have their own set of predators, like the long-necked Plesiosaurus. But by the end of the Cretaceous, their dominion has been challenged in spectacular fashion by the terrifying Mosasaurus, 50 feet of hungry lizard, 20 feet longer than T-Rex. But all of these outrageous displays of reptilian drama are doomed. A rock 6 miles in diameter and moving at some 45,000 miles an hour is about to cross paths with the Earth.
Moving at hypervelocity speeds, like 7 times the speed of a rifle bullet, but it's the size of Denver.
blasting through the atmosphere in a fraction of a second. There's no warning for the impact, no chance to look up at the sky and run.
Suddenly, in an instant, a blinding light, and you're dead.
The comet explodes with the energy of 1 billion Hiroshima bombs.
1 billion going off at the same time in the same place.
Vaporizing miles of the Earth's crust and ejecting the superheated wreckage miles into the air.
Air temperatures locally got to about 300 to 500 degrees Celsius, so you probably would have been vaporized immediately if you were in the immediate vicinity.
Animals lucky enough to be out of the blast zone are on the wing and on the run. In vain, as that flaming toxic debris rains back onto Earth.
As it rains back in, it heats up because it heats on re-entry, and the sky gets hot. The heat from the sky makes it to the ground and starts fires. So no matter where you are on Earth, within hours, you are feeling some serious hurt.
Earthquakes rock the Earth, unleashing massive landslides and causing sleeping volcanoes to erupt. Not even the great marine reptiles are protected. The explosion creates a tsunami a mile high and moving at nearly the speed of sound.
Massive wildfires anywhere there was vegetation, and that is so terrifying. And then the other thing that was happening too is that you heated up oceans locally so much that you disrupted ocean currents, but also you developed these hurricanes that were so severe that they'd form these huge water spouts going up into the air called hypercanes. So you'd have these massive storms.
Within days, death from the impact has encircled the Earth.
There's smoke, there's dust, blocks out the sunlight. If you're a plant, there's no photosynthesis. If you were a big animal, if you survived the initial blast somewhere on Earth, there's probably nothing to eat.
So the plant eaters die, the meat eaters die, food chains collapse.
And the world saw its 5th mass extinction.
The asteroid impact was an amazing thing because unlike all the other extinctions that preceded it, this one was global and instant.
Today, the impact still leaves a great wound in the Earth's crust. More than a 110-mile wide, 20-mile deep crater on the tip of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Discovered in 1978, it dates precisely to 65 million years ago.
We'd known for a long time that we had an impact of some sort that killed the dinosaurs. What we didn't know was, well, where did that impact happen? And then the Chicxulub crater was identified and the age dates worked out that, okay, this must be it.
All over the world where Cretaceous rock is exposed, buried in that famous layer of mud lies more telltale traces of the impact.
We have more than 300 sites around the world where you can put your finger on the debris that was blown out of that asteroid impact crater.
You find a lot of soot. You find a lot of dust. You find these little beads of glass, microtectites in that layer.
Formed in an instant from the massive heat of the impact, these beads were ejected into the atmosphere before raining down around the world. Together with a spike in the trace element iridium, exceedingly rare on Earth, but abundant in asteroids. These discoveries close the book on the mystery of Earth's most recent mass extinction. One that took out nearly 80% of all life on Earth.
You wonder, with something that bad, with that much energy release, you wonder how anything survived. But 25% of life did survive.
All the pterosaurs and plesiosaurs died out, as did all of the dinosaurs, except some tiny feathered ones that weighed a pound or less.
A few species of dinosaurs survived, and we know those today as birds. If you have birds, and I have chickens at home, and you see them in certain modes of growth, like when they go from the cute chick stage into the proper chicken stage, in that middle time they look really dinosaurish, and that's because they have a common ancestor with dinosaurs.
And even smaller critters, which had been surviving under the feet of dinosaurs for as long as there had been dinosaurs. Well, now they too get their day in the sun.
From the little mouse-like creatures that existed during the age of dinosaurs, they get up one morning and the dinosaurs are all gone, and the world is theirs for the taking.
The age of mammals had dawned.
The yin and the yang of the planet. Life evolves, life goes extinct. And it's this whole process of evolution and extinction that has shaped the world that we have today.
66 million years after the asteroid hit, many believe mammals and all the other lucky survivors of the fifth mass extinction on Earth are now in the midst of a sixth one. A recent report from the World Wildlife Fund estimates that more than 2/3 of all animal life could be wiped out by 2020. Only this time, the cause doesn't involve asteroids, volcanoes, earthquakes, or death rains.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely in a period of extinction now. There's no question about it, because we are actively causing extinction by direct things like hunting rhinos and killing elephants and chopping down forests. And the indirect impacts, we're putting fossil fuels in the atmosphere, we're carbonizing the atmosphere, which acidifies the ocean. It's not as fast as an asteroid impact, but it's way faster than the lava flow.
So the Earth, this blue marble that we see from space, is rather a fragile place in terms of life. Because although there may be 10 million or 20 million species alive today in the world, there are billions of species in the fossil record which are extinct. So extinction is the name of the game.
And we should inform ourselves with the information about what we've learned from the past to help us ameliorate what we're doing at the present. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to live on a planet where we've actually caused a mass extinction.